Rudy, what are some of the ways that you think congestion pricing will affect Manhattan?
I think for small businesses, it's going to hurt. A lot of our clients are small businesses that we rent trucks and vans to, and the tolls that they have to pay are very high, roughly $10 each way going through one of the tunnels. The amount of taxes on a car rental or a truck rental is very high. It's close to 20%. Adding this toll, this tax, is not going to be good for small businesses.
So they will pass on higher costs to customers?
Yeah, they'll have to.
Or rent less from you?
Yeah. Or try to think of another way to do business. Or the worst thing that could happen is they decide to leave New York and go to another city that's easier for a small manufacturer or producers to make money.
William, what do you think the effect is going to be?
I think that I was talking with my garbage collecting guy just last night, asking him what he thought, what he thinks about it, and he had no problem saying, look, we have to come to the city. Our business is collecting garbage, right? We have to pick up garbage at night. We're limited to picking up at night because of traffic and everything else. He goes, if we decide not to come back to the city, what happens then because of that additional cost? Like, what happens then? The city doesn't service small business garbage. That's an easy one to see. So he's looking for exemption. He's looking to be exempt from, he thinks that the garbage industry should not pay. We've got customers in the film industry that will end up paying more because they have to come to the city. If they're shooting something in the city, they have to come to the city. It's not going to stop them. It's not going to stop anybody from coming to the city. Their business is coming to the city.
Right. So there's where we actually have the disagreement. It won't stop anybody. Now, there's also a question of whether you'll get a credit for the bridge and tunnel tolls. We don't know.
We don't know yet.
And, somebody said to me, if a truck comes in once, $25, but they make 10 deliveries, they're probably going to pass that $25 fee on to the person they're delivering to, and really it's $2.50 per delivery.
Absolutely. That is going to be that cost is going to be passed on from the from the cost of coming to the city. He's going to pass it on.
But not necessarily 25 to each stop. It really could be 250. So some of the people are saying they're going to fool me and say I'm the only one that they're delivering to. Of course, people will figure out every possible way.
Yeah, of course.
To pass the cost on and try to gain from passing that cost on, right? Some people will see it as a way of making additional money because of coming in.
How much of a problem is congestion now for your customers who rent trucks and vans and vehicles from you?
It's a big problem. It's a big problem. Getting around, there seems to be more taxis on the road. We could read that the additional Ubers and slowing down, and how the buses are moving much slower.
You can walk faster.
Yeah, but yeah. I think when you read about other cities like London or Stockholm, there's a lot of conflicting information. Right. The city will publish something that says that congestion pricing is helping, and of course they're making the money, which is good for them. But it doesn't always necessarily mean that the traffic is going to move faster.
And that's something you touch on, William. I guess at some point traffic gets so bad you don't come in. But maybe we haven't quite reached it yet. I don't know. We just know it's going to be miserable.
Traffic is a problem. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And I don't think that charging people anything more, especially in New York, that this will stop people. It appears that this is to deter people from coming into the city. I mean, it appears that this is what this toll is, right? Cuomo talked about it. He says, look, I was driving down 57th and I wanted to get out the car and walk. That's not happening. We know that. But well, you did say that. I don't think it's going to stop anybody from coming into the city. I think we need to study it a little bit more and try to figure out, okay, do we move delivery guys to nighttime delivery? Do we force businesses to open up at night so they can take off some of the traffic? Maybe we ought to study that. Maybe we ought to charge a little extra to register your car. for certain folks that you want to pay more to.
The off-peak deliveries, though, have never worked. It's been spoken about for a long time. And one trucking firm owner told me that under some truck drivers' contracts, if they worked overnights, they'd get 50% more pay. The cost will go up.
Well,
So
you need to solve all of that. You need to figure that out. So there's people working at night that you make more money working at night because you're up all night. I get that, but that's just the nature of your business that you're in. To help solve this congestion pricing.
And I believe we also really have to focus on mass transportation. Long
Which is
Island
what it's
Railroad
for.
doesn't seem to work. Our subways are in desperate need of repair.
Right.
I think if we had mass transit running at its peak, at its best, then it could handle the amount of more traffic that it would receive from cars not being on the road. But I don't think we're there.
What does your business do, and how's business?
We have a car and truck rental business, and it's doing very well right now. We focus on the B2B world, mostly small businesses. We do a lot of work in the entertainment business. And New York is doing very well right now, so we're doing well with it.
How did you get into this business?
The car rental business, I started when I was in school as a teenager, and I liked it.
You saw an opening?
I saw an opening that you could rent vehicles to this type of business. Also, back in the 80s, where insurance was an issue in New York, there was vicarious liability. There was all these other obstacles that big rental car companies had to deal with. And I thought that renting to businesses you would have professionals driving your vehicles, first of all, less accidents, less wear and tear on your vehicles.
Business owners would be better clients for you.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
And do your business owners then employ the person who drives the truck that they come and rent from you?
Yes, they do, yeah. That's,
Do they rent them by the day or the week or month or?
Yeah, it could be anything. As we mentioned, we do a lot of work in the entertainment industry. Movies, television shows are some of our clients, and they could rent from 1 day to 6 months. We do a lot of events that happen in New York.
You don't do the event, but you rent the truck for the company that's doing the event.
Correct. We provide the transportation, and what's unique about us is we'll rent anything from a small car to a tractor trailer, and just about
That's unique.
yeah, and just about every truck or van or SUV in between. And that makes us a bit different from the majors. The majors either being Penske or Ryder or Hertz or Enterprise.
What time of day is busiest at your lots?
well, there's 2 times in the day, right? There's in the morning, between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. when everything goes out.
As early as 4.
And it starts to come back in anytime after 4 p.m., right through until 11 p.m.
How many employees do you have?
We're at about 70 employees right now.
And we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which again makes us a bit different from the majors. As we cater to the B2B world, business never closes in New York, so we have to be open to accommodate them.
So you're like Kennedy Airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to think that, you hear some of the larger rental car companies that are open 24 hours and they're there all day, but are they really there?
Yeah, right.
Right? Are they really there? Right?
Yeah.
They're there because you arrive at the airport, you pick up your car, you go. But what happens to the inner city workings of those rental car companies? Are they really there? Can you really get a car to rent or a vehicle to rent if you're a business? Can you really pick up 20 passenger vans all of the same color at 4 o'clock in the morning? Can you really do that? You can with us.
Some clients want their motorcade to look nice, so they say, I want all the same color.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Well, if you've got something going on at the UN, United Nations, for example, in September, right?
You can't show up in a bunch of mix matched cars and trucks.
Everyone wants to be in a black SUV.
Right. You need to know that you're getting what you're getting, right? If I said I want a black SUV, I'd like to get that. I'm not looking to show up and get a pink one, right? Because you don't have the black one. And you think, well, it does seat 7 people, and it says Escalade, but it's not what I really want.
We one of our clients is a church that needed 15 passenger vans for 3 days. They were doing a retreat with their members. I believe we're the only company in town that could accommodate requests like that.